I don't need this. I need that. And you turn your put your do not disturb on. Okay. I think I'm live. Yes, I am. I am live. Trying to do all the things. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, whether you watch this live or on, you know, what do you call it? Replay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you. I am coming today because I need to drop something to you. I'm looking around. I see Instagram. What you doing, babe? My husband trying like, why is it? What you doing?
I'm trying to find Do Not Disturb.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Just is it on? So I hope that you are ready for a good conversation this evening and something for you to take away this evening. I wanted to come tonight to share with you something that I see so many people, babe, don't do that. So many people struggling with in their relationships. I'm not even just talking about your intimate relationships. I'm talking about all relationships just in their life because they praying, praying, praying. Hey, Michelle, they praying and they trying to pray away stuff that they ain't really looking at. Da, 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 down. Praying away stuff they ain't really looking at. And so for those who do not know me, I am Iyana Ma'at. I am co-founder of Black Love and Marriage, and I'm the founder of The Art of Overcoming. And this thing I'm doing with the Art of Overcoming and the women that are coming into this space, the women who've been a part of my space and have come on over here with me in the Art of Overcoming is deep, is real, is serious. It's about psycho-spiritual work. It's about emotional work. It's about living my best life work. It's about I'm tired and I'm not doing that no more work. And it's also about surrendering and making sure that at the end of the day, now let me just let my husband just he just what's going on here? Just hold on, y'all. He trying to I don't know what you're doing, babe, but let's just do this. Excuse me, y'all. Somebody need to type grace in the chat. I always have to tell people to type grace in the chat for me. Because I be having multiple things going on. I be trying to get things together, whatever. Now there we go. We live. Thank you, my dear. So everybody, tonight, if you saw the message come out via email, or you just popped on and like, who is this and what's she talking about? If you're here, thank you for the grace. If you're here for a reason and you're here on purpose. Can I get my little fan, babe, please? I'm here and I'm hot. Because our air conditioner is having some problems. So y'all pray for me. I want to say y'all play for me. Y'all pray for me. But before we jump in, I want you to just take a deep breath with me because tonight, again, we're talking about all of the praying sisters, all of the praying people who are praying, but you are not aware. You are unconscious of the fact that you're praying, but you ain't looking at your situation. Yeah, this is the life I'm living now, y'all. Michelle, you see me? I'm living this life now. I just got to have a little fan on standby. So I want you to just take a moment to be here, whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. Child, yeah, in Cali with AC issues, it's a problem, okay? It's good. See, the downstairs in my house is cool. But where I am in the upstairs, it ain't quite right. And so y'all just pray for me. But I want you to take a moment to be here. Somebody type be here in the chat. Sometimes I have to tell myself that be here. Be where, not over there, not thinking about work, not thinking about the dinner, not thinking about issues. Be here. Be here. And I want you to take a deep breath through your nose and just hold it. And then let it out. I'm helping myself to be here as well. Don't be like me when people I'm doing stuff like this. I be looking at people and they be saying, take a deep breath, and I just still be looking at them, waiting for them to move to the next thing. Don't do that. Be here. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And let it out. I want you to bring to your mind a part of your life where you've been praying for change. Fully here, fully here. Yes, yes, yes. You've been praying for change. It could be your relationship. It could be your health. It could be your job. It could be your purpose, your clarity, any kind of work you do, your peace of mind. And I want you to just ask yourself, I want you to gently ask yourself with no judgment, just seeking clarity. Have I really faced it? Have I really faced it, or have I just been praying on it? Have I really faced it? What's up? What's up, Lisa? Or have I just been praying on it? What have you been doing? Just ask yourself that with no judgment at all. Tonight we're going to get into this, and I'm going to take you into a psycho-spiritual examination of how we, as faith-filled people, faith-filled women in particular, we do a whole lot of praying. But tonight we're going to get clear about the fact that we cannot pray ourselves out of something that we refuse to face. We have to get into a place of surrender, and sometimes we have to coax ourselves to do that. We got to get into proximity of other people who are surrendering. We got to do whatever we can do so that we can actually face what it is we need to face. This is not a conversation against prayer in no way, shape, or form. I am a God-fearing woman. I pray. It is in my armor. It is nothing like when I need to go into a place of feeling good and feeling balanced and grounded. It's nothing like turning on a little gospel music. It's nothing like me sitting on the edge of my bed and just swaying a little bit and looking down and praying. It's nothing like me walking outside and just getting some prayer and talking to God out loud on my cell phone. I like to what you call it, record myself, record yourself. Some of the people know that who follow me. But tonight, I want to talk about this piece that we all know, that faith without works is dead, and that there is a space, there is a gap, there's a gap between prayer and work. And so many of us don't recognize and we don't realize that in so many ways, we are avoiding our healing, we are avoiding progress because we are just giving it to God and just expecting that God will work it out. We say it all the time, don't we? He'll work it out without us. We're crying, we're hoping, but we ain't facing nothing. We're not facing anything. And so I want us to be able to be honest about this because I see this in my work. I see this with the women that I counsel and I coach. And they're like, well, God told me to just be still. Who has said that before? God said, be still. I just need to be still. I need to be still. And I want to tell you tonight that you can have a general sense that something is off, that something is heavy, that something isn't working. You can have a general sense, but you can keep your distance from it at the same time. Oh, say that, Ayana. Let me say that again. You can have a general sense that something is off, something is not working, there's a disconnect for you, something ain't right, but you can keep your distance from it at the same time. We choose vagueness. We choose confusion. Because as much as we say we want clarity, as much as we say we want to do the work, we want to grow, we want to be everything that God would have us to be, we want the relationship, the marriage that we desire, we want our children to be in a good place, we want to be able to manifest our purpose and surrender and do the things that we need to do. As much as we say those things, clarity requires something of us. And oftentimes the clarity that we get that requires something of us is something we're not quite ready to do. Not because we can't, but because we don't want to, or because we're scared, or whatever else it might be. Clarity demands accountability. Clarity demands discomfort. Clarity demands that we shine a light on things that we perhaps would prefer to not name. Oh my goodness, if I'm coming down your street at all, don't get uncomfortable. Just say, I'm in a safe space. I'm here for a reason. I'm supposed to hear this tonight. And so tonight I'm inviting us to get out of the fog. The work that I do with women, the work that I do with couples is an invitation to get out of the fog, to get out of the confusion, to get out of this space of not knowing. You cannot heal in the fog. I need you to understand that. Some of us don't even know we in the fog. I liken it to this. I am a advocate of, I'm a mental health advocate, number one. I'm an advocate of prayer. I'm an advocate of therapy. I'm an advocate of natural things that you can do to help your mental health and balance yourself. I'm an advocate of medicine. psychotropic medication if you need that. And in fact, I'm on Lexapro right now. Somebody said, go on with your Lexapro. That's an anti-anxiety medication. I've taken Zoloft in the past. And when I took Zoloft in the past, that's an antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication. This was years ago. I remember feeling really angry and just being tired and just mad and just bothered. And when I started taking that medicine, the fog cleared up. I was like, oh snap. Like I didn't even know it was a fog. I didn't even know that I had a little cloud following me around. I didn't even know because it was just normal for me. I had an awareness one day sitting in my bedroom about 4 or 5 months ago. And I had an awareness. I said, dang, you be getting up every morning, Iana, and you be pushing through your day and you be having anxiety and all these different things, right? I work in my own business. My husband and I work together. I do my work with my sisters. He does it with men. We work with couples. We got, 3 kids in college right now. We got all these goals and dreams. We got a lot. I got a 9-year-old. There's a whole lot over here. It ain't never a dull moment. And there was just this anxiety that I was just moving with every day. And I had an awareness. I said, oh, snap. Ain't this what you tell your clients? You don't have to suffer. I say this to them all the time. You do not have to suffer. And I had to say to myself, this thing looked funny the way it looked right here. But anyway, I said, oh, I'm suffering because I have the intellectual knowledge and awareness, because I'm trying to do the deep breathing, because I know how to pray, because I understand cognitive distortions, and because I know where I am. I'm thinking that that's enough. But sometimes you just need to surrender. I said, oh, let me go to the doctor and get me some medicine because I'm suffering. And as soon as I started to take the Lexapro, not as soon as, but once it kicked in, oh, that anxiety, that little engine running on the inside of me, it just calmed down. You cannot heal in the fog. You can't heal with the cloud around you. You've got to get clarity. You got to get clarity. Medication is not just one of those things. I mean, it's not the only thing, obviously. It's not even the primary thing. But it is a significant thing for those who need it. And so there is something I want to talk to you all tonight because I think that so many of us get caught up in spiritual busyness. So Michelle know what I'm talking about. Let me turn to the side. No, I can't. I need it to be on me. Spiritual busyness. Somebody type spiritual busyness in the chat. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about spiritual busyness. We've already talked about the discomfort of clarity. You cannot heal in the fog. You got to get clear. Whatever you got to do to get clear. You need to have your spiritual practice intact. You need to be able to face what you need to face. You need to get around other people who can reflect some things to you. You might need to go to counseling. You might need to go to coaching. You might need to pick up a book in addition to the Bible to help you understand your psychology. You might need to have a conversation with your mama or your cousin or your baby's daddy. I don't know, but you need to get clarity. That's number one. Number two, let's talk about this spiritual business. Let me pull up my notes here. This is a second type of person. There's a person who just spiritually busy. And I love these people because you inspire me and you say nice scriptures. They'll be like, oh, hallelujah. Thank you. I needed that. Right. You know what the issue is. This is you. If this is you, just see yourself, and it's not bad. But there's a two-sided coin sometimes. Sometimes it can prevent us from some things, right? So this person who is caught up in spiritual busyness, you know what the issue is. You ain't got time to be in the fog. You know what the issue is. You have clarity. Isn't that great? You've named it. You've diagnosed it. Matter of fact, you haven't just diagnosed your own situation, and you know how you grew up and what the situation is, and you know about your partner and all of that stuff, right? You have journaled, you have prayed, you have Googled everything, okay? You know all of the things, and you have taken that into prayer. And if I see you in my seat, you're sitting across from me, sitting across from me in my virtual office, or we're out together, right? You tell me all the stuff. You give me the breakdown. I really don't have a whole lot to tell you because you know about it. You know about it. You're like, well, my attachment style is, anybody know about that, right? Like, all the things. All the things, okay? And you're doing all the spiritual work. But let me tell you this, spiritual busyness does not equate to emotional breakthrough. Spiritual busyness does not equate to emotional breakthrough. You can cry. You can journal, you can light candles, do devotionals, and still not move. Oh goodness gracious, y'all! Look. Let me tell you something. I felt that one because I have been there. Light the candles, burn the incense, turn on the gospel music, and still be sitting in the same goddamn place. Oh my goodness. Prayer can become a hiding place. Well, it's supposed to be a refuge, but it's not supposed to be a place where you hide from the reality of your life. It's not supposed to be a place where you go to escape reality. It's supposed to be a place where you go to get strength, where you can take a moment and get some refuge, but then you get some strength to be able to pick up what you need to pick up and keep on the ground and lay down and keep it laid down, whatever you need to keep laid down. But it's not supposed to be a place where you avoid the conversation, where you avoid the truth, where you avoid the decision. Oh, I'm gonna say that again, where you avoid the decision, avoid the decision. So many people I work with are avoiding decisions. Oh, I don't want to do that because now we're uncertain. It's unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. Prayer is powerful. Be clear. Prayer is powerful, but prayer without movement is performance. Prayer without movement is performance. And when you are doing the same thing over and over again, it's performance. So I want to be clear about this because I know some people probably looking at me sideways right now. I know some of y'all are. Let me turn this off now. I feel like I feel a little air flowing in here a little bit better. I hope so. Prayer is beautiful. So let me just tell you about myself if I can. When I sit at my altar, I have an altar in my house. When I turn on the gospel music, when I am really taking time, like I told y'all, right? Prayer strengthens me, it centers me, it grounds me. Can y'all hear me on Instagram? Let me know. It does everything for me. I need it. But I need you to understand God is not a magician. God is a partner. Oh my goodness. Can y'all hear me on Instagram? Somebody tell me, because somebody said sound gone. God is not, it's still here, or the sound is gone. What you saying? Y'all just saying yes. I don't know what y'all saying. What you saying? Is the sound still here, or can you hear me? Can you? Oh, you can. Okay, thank you very much. All right. So I need you to understand that God is not a magician. God is a partner. You have to move. You have to act. You have to do some things that you do not want to do. You have to show up and be present in your life. Thank y'all. Y'all was like, we said yes. Thank you. You have to move. And I want to say this right now, for those of you who are on my list, right? You all know I am going to be inviting you all tomorrow to a space, the Inner Work Collective, where you can actually become a part of a movement, where you can actually be a part of a sisterhood, where we are very grounded in our prayer life. We are very grounded in the spiritual practice, but we also understand the psychology of some of our stuff. We are exploring our psycho-emotional state, and we are doing things differently. Because we know that God is not a magician, He is a partner, and that you have to move in concert with what God would have for you. You have to get into alignment. Somebody type alignment in the chat. Type alignment, alignment, alignment. Stop doing what you want to do and do what God would have you to do. Everything comes from that place. You got to meet God in the work. You want your marriage to be better, but have you looked at the patterns you are bringing into it? Da, 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 da. You wanted to be better, and you praying, and you got all his stuff prayed for, and you anointing people in oil and all kind of stuff when you sleep. But have you looked at the patterns you are bringing into it? That's what I want to know. You want peace. Oh, I want peace. I need peace. But have you unpacked your pain? Do you understand that the ways that you get triggered, be it from your mother, from your spouse, from your children, right? Half of the pain that you experience and half of the peace that you're looking for is within you. It ain't nothing nobody doing to you. But you haven't unpacked your pain, but you want peace. You don't want to go there. You don't want to do that. But you have so many reactions and so many triggers. And those things can be halted if you would do the work. If you would actually face what you need to face. You want clarity, but have you confronted your ongoing confusion? How many people here, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. How many people here can just tell the truth and say, I have stayed confused about something, have not taken any action, have not made a move, have not done anything that I have needed to do. I just stay confused about some particular areas of my life. I have done this for way longer than I need to. If you know that's you, just type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1. You ain't the only one. I have been there as well. And if you ain't typing the 1, you lying. Bow, 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 bow. In some way, shape, or form, you've done it. And when I start to recognize that thing now, I'm like, oh no, we can't stay here. I got to take an action. I got to move. All right, there goes the guilty. I see somebody said something. I see somebody else is like type of 1 if you have done that. You know. It's a safe space. You can pray for release, but God is asking for you to do your part. And so I need you to understand that action is the missing ingredient. Action has been the missing ingredient for me in my life in so many ways. It's been the missing ingredient in my business when I have felt stuck. It has been the missing ingredient in my marriage when I have felt stuck. It has been the missing ingredient in my call and my purpose and feeling like, I don't know, I'm confused. No, you're just scared, Iana. Do something. Take action. It's been the missing ingredient in my relationships. Well, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not. Just do something. Pick up the phone and call. Action is always the missing ingredient. And too many of us go to hide in prayer. We go to hide in prayer. We stay isolated. And we do not actually move outside of that and do something different. And I'm telling you tonight that playtime got to be over. Prayer time at some point in time got to be over. Oh, no, she didn't say that. Yes, I did. Prayer time got to be over at some point, not because you ain't coming back to it, not to diminish prayer, because it is powerful. But at some point, you have to figure out, I have prayed for this. I have put it on the altar. I have cried about it. I have done all the things. And now I have to cry with an agenda. I got to pray with an agenda. And there's got to be an action step. And if I'm not able to take the action step, if I'm not able to identify what the action is, if I just get stuck in my mind and no matter what I do, I get my mind right and I just can't move. I can't seem to have the conversation. I can't seem to send the email. I can't seem to set the boundary. Then you need to get help. And God can put people in your life. God will put people in your life, will put environments in your life, community in your life to get you the help. But if you continue to stay isolated and do all the things, but ain't really doing anything, then you will stay stuck. Let's go ahead and reject stuff. We don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be stuck no more. Dang, I was doing it. I was moving. I was going. And then I just got back into my stuck place. You don't have to be familiar with being stuck. You can be familiar with taking action if you would just move and not use prayer as a hiding place. Cry with an agenda, pray with an agenda, move with an agenda, and then check yourself and say, well, have I done anything? Have I done anything? If you're not shifting your behavior, if you're not shifting your thinking, your rhythm, you are not changing. 75% of the work that needs to be done is yours. I don't care what you're dealing with. My marriage is a mess. My business is falling apart. I can't stand my job and I've been trying to get another job, but I be trying to apply and stuff. 75% of the work is yours. My children, are driving me crazy. My ex keep coming back and forth and I'm trying to keep a boundary, but I don't know. 75% of the work is yours to do. The reflection, the coaching, the counseling, the real conversations, the accountability, you can curate and cultivate that in your life. Let me get rid of that. Something coming on there. Okay. Some of y'all are waiting on God, but God is waiting on you. And it's a sticky place because when people tell me God said, be still, and I'm waiting, I'm never going to tell them, no, are you sure you so supposed to be waiting? It's been 120 days. It's been, are you sure? Well, I feel like I got the answer, but you ain't got the answer. You understand? So ultimately, y'all, what we have to do is we have to move. And this is what I want to leave you with tonight. Let me go to my notes here. I want you to take action. One step, not tomorrow, but tonight. Tonight. Somebody type tonight in the chat. Tonight. What's one concrete step I can take this week to face whatever it is that has come up for me as I've been listening to Iana during this live? What's one thing? I need y'all to type tonight. I know y'all like, I don't want to type tonight. Type tonight. Come on, somebody give me tonight. Can I get a few tonights? You get out your head and into your life. Get out of confusion and just get into clarity. Tonight, something I could do. I'm waiting for somebody, one body to type tonight. It might be a delay. Thank you. Okay, Janae. Thank you for the tonight. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I see some tonights coming in. All right. Is it calling somebody? Is that what it is? Is it having a conversation with your boo? You don't need to be attached to the outcome. You don't need to be, well, I don't know what they're going to say and then I'm going to feel rejected. Forget that. When you are working in alignment with God and what you know you need to do, then you do the things and the outcomes are irrelevant. The more you work it, the more you work your life, the more you will see what you need to see. So do not be attached to that. I know that's hard. I know it's hard, but you cannot. What is it that you need to do? Do you need to call somebody? Do you need to sign up for counseling? Huh? Do you need to go into your insurance and be like, let me find a therapist? Do you need to reach out to me or my husband for coaching? What do you need to do? Do you need to have the hard conversation? Do you need to start getting more spiritually grounded and waking up a little bit earlier and getting your day started right? Tonight, what will you do? Set the alarm. I'm going to get up and I'm only going to get up 10 minutes earlier. And I'm going to pray before I leave. And I'm going to pray before I leave out the house every day. And that prayer ain't got to be no, oh, heavenly. It just talk to God. Just talk to him. Please help me through my day today. I want to be more open and I want to grow. I want to do more. I want to do better. I'm trying to be open. That's all you got to do. What is it that you can do? Start tonight. Tonight is the night, Static Solutions. Yes, tonight is the night. But I want you to recognize as I get ready to close, y'all, and go pack up some more boxes. Y'all know I'm moving from California to Atlanta, and it's a lot. And let me just shout out my husband because he's been around here getting the damn thing done. Woo! I've been working on the house in Atlanta. He's been working on it over here, and I just be looking around like, just throw it all in the trash because this is a lot. But anyway, we can't do that. All right, y'all. So I want this to not just be a powerful talk. This has happened to me plenty of times, and I know it's happened to you. I've heard someone on a live stream, on a Zoom call, in church, a sermon on YouTube, whatever, and I'm convicted. I feel something. It just might be a small something, and that thing is sitting with me, is resting on me, and then I start moving and doing stuff, and then I'm trying to remember what did he say? What was it? What YouTube channel was that one? Watch that. I don't remember, and it's hard for me to hold on to the message, let alone where I heard it from, because that is how human beings are wired. And so I don't want this to just be a talk for you tonight. I don't just want this to be, oh, that was good for you tonight. I want this to be a real moment. I want it to be a powerful turning point if you would allow it. I know that anybody who aligns with the work that I am doing, particularly women, that you will hear my voice, you will hear my vibe, my flow, and you'll be like, oh yeah, we the same. We the same. And so I want to invite you to consider something that can allow you to be in community, to be in proximity with other people. Lord, I'm sweating inside of this part. Lord have mercy. To be in proximity with other women who are also seeking to have a more spiritually grounded, emotionally well, clear understanding about our psychology and really brilliant, buoyant life. Like I said, buoyant out here. And so tomorrow, the Inner Work Collective is launching. The Inner Work Collective, that is I just get overwhelmed when I think about the work that I'm doing now. But it's not a course. It's not a quick fix. It's a monthly space for women to come together. I have made it so it's accessible for us to come together, for you to do your spiritual work, for you to do your emotional well-being work, for you to do your personal work, and for you to be held in loving accountability, but also to be able to be a light to other people. When women gather and come together to do the work with guidance, with community, with truth, it's like no other. It's like no other. The levels that we go to are amazing. They are amazing. But we gotta be able to stay grounded in our life, to make room for our growth, and to own our fabulousness, to own our power, and to own our healing. Nobody can come do it for you. God will meet you there. But again, God is not a magician. So you're gonna hear more about this tonight. Not tonight, tomorrow. But tonight, I want you to start with this. If you are not on my list, first of all, you can just DM me on Instagram, be like, hey, I want to know more about what you're doing, the Inner Work Collective. TikTok, you can do the same thing. And YouTube, you can also do the same. Don't DM me on YouTube because I don't be checking the messages. Just leave a comment or something. And you can always go to the my bio on Instagram, and connect with me there. But tonight, I just want you to face what you've been praying around, that you keep praying around, but you're not moving around. You're praying, but you're not moving. There is no judgment, but I come to just be a light. As so many of my sisters have been a light to me, I come to be a light, to shine light on that. You're praying, but you're not moving. And the inner work has to happen. So tomorrow, the Inner Work Collective launches. All of folks who watch this live or on replay, who are already a part of my extended community, be on alert for that. It is going to be amazing. I'm very excited about it. I need this thing everywhere, Lord. And that's it. That's all, y'all. That's it. That's all I want to say tonight. I see Electra. Okay, Electra, I see you, sis. So everybody, be easy. Connect with me. DM me on Instagram. Message me. However, but you cannot change anything you will not acknowledge, and you certainly cannot change anything or see a shift in your life if you are praying in order to hide. Da, 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 da. You are so welcome, Janae. I appreciate everybody. Peace and blessings. I'll see you tomorrow, somewhere, somehow, on the list, online, whatever. Bye, y'all. Bye.